Oh, hello, sorry. I didn't know what you wanted me to do.
We are doing an episode of Not My Room. So it basically is, you guys asked questions, I bring a friend to my house, and I ask them the questions and we like do it together. So we're doing it with Harriet today because you guys have been asking since you saw Jack do it. And I feel like equal friends, equal choices, equal chances, equal videos.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I haven't actually told her what the questions are yet. I've asked on Instagram, so I'm just going to read out a few. Turn that brightness down though, and then see what comes out.
Are we both answering them, or is it?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we'll take it in that turn.
Yeah. Well, it's like my little like dating profile. Like, hi, I'm Harry. I'm 23 and I'm from London and I like photography and long walks on the beach.
Yeah, and Zoe.
And Zoe.
Your ideal first dates. I always say this. I'd like to do like an activity. So I want to do something that like what we did with like Go Ape and stuff, where you have to actually go and do stuff, and it's like talking.
Go Ape. I think I like just going for a drink, because then because I'm not very good at talking, but then you kind of are forced to just talk, otherwise you're sat in silence.
A guy takes you for dinner, what do you ask for?
Like a little Italian restaurant, get some like authentic pizza. I have a lot of allergies, so it's a bit difficult thinking about food.
Yeah, but pizza's one of...
I get vegan cheese, it's fine.
I think I would go, because you have to be really careful. I think I'd do the whole like surf and turf and stuff, because I like linguine and like pastas and stuff, but you never know like how messy it's going to be, or if like you get herbs in your teeth or anything. Oh,
that's a good point actually, pizza's not that easy to eat. Maybe pasta.
Have we ever been in a fight?
No.
We've been really good.
We've never even been like...
in an argument, not even a disagreement.
No.
We've started syncing together in a really weird way. So we started like, we make the same noises and movements at the exact same time, and it's just starting to get a little bit much, isn't it?
It's a bit scary. Like Jack said, we're like the twins from The Shining.
We need time because
we were like stood with like held hands.
Oh, the same time just over the puppy.
Bye, Jack.
What would you like to do in future? So like, where do you want to be in? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
Hopefully, financially stable. To be honest.
Yeah, what would you be doing? What would you like to do?
I'd like to be sleeping, being paid to sleep, doing absolutely nothing.
Just like an easy breezy lifestyle.
I want to marry someone rich.
Ooh.
And then just live my life
doing
what I
want. Would you marry like
want.
old rich though, or would you marry like like young rich? Like
you mean
from
like
money?
sugar daddy, like he's gonna die and then I get all his money?
Yeah.
No.
So you want to get someone who's
do
born
that.
into money?
Yeah. A nepo baby.
That'd be a big dickhead.
They'll be insufferable, but
yeah.
do it.
Alright, didn't realise you wanted to be a mum.
I do, I'm gonna have 12 kids.
If you could play any instrument, what would you play?
Violin.
Because everything's so sad.
And it's just whenever I see someone play violin, I think that's really impressive, and I want people to look at me and think that.
What's your dating life like?
I don't want to talk about it. Talk about it. It was going well, and now it's not.
It's just, we're having a break. We're on a man ban at the minute, aren't we?
And it's not really by choice.
Oh, would you go to a Thursday event?
Yes, I want to. I've never been to one. I really want to.
I would like to go to one when it gets warmer. Just
so you can
dress nice.
Dress nice, not have to turn up in a big puffy jacket and be like...
And they want to be like, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Lauren. Like, I'm all cold and snotty.
Oh, because I can't handle people sniffing, I'd be like, get away from me.
You've just got a tissue in your nose. What do you do for a living? If you were to have a physical fight between you, who would win?
Oh, I don't know.
Would.
Do you think me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm a flight, not a fight, and I'd start doing the whole slapping.
You'd be like,
and I think I'd just be like, why do we have to argue?
I mean, we never would have a physical fight, but if we did, I can't imagine it. I can't.
I would be more verbally
I feel like
abusive.
It wouldn't be punching. It would be more just like
hurtful
hands
things
and hair pulling,
and
maybe. Words, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes you feel sad.
I know.
Oh god. Stop being me. She started listening to my sort of music as well. She's just trying to be me.
I'm sorry. Biggest turn off in a guy? Like your biggest ex?
If they don't have manners,
Cool.
Do you know what I think?
What do you mean, as in like manners towards women, like opening the door sort of thing?
Yeah,
Or
but
do you mean
and
like, in
also
general?
like my ex did this. Like you'd be in a restaurant and they would just be so dismissive and rude to like the waitresses. It's like just being polite and having decency.
Do you remember when I told you about that too? Like my ex did the same thing. Went to a sushi restaurant and he ate some tuna and then he was like, "Do you know who I am? I used to be a chef," and all this other stuff. He was a pot wash. Like it wasn't.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that.
But it was so embarrassing, and I was sat at the table just actually being like. And he went, "Why didn't you defend me?" And I looked at him and I went, "Because you, sir,
it's
were being a Karen, so that's why I didn't help you." I broke up with him anyway. So
but yeah, if you don't have any manners, I'm not gonna like you.
And cleanliness.
Yeah,
if you've got a messy room.
Yeah, and also like bad breath and BO. If you've got BO.
Or no, but if it's like if they've just come from the gym.
Oh, fine.
If they've just come from the gym and they have that fresh sweat smell, that's a bit.
But like if you've got all like dressed up and nice to like go for dinner or like meet them in the evening and they're just like
in a top,
in a t-shirt and jeans, like at least put on a shirt or something.
Just that effort. Are you a virgin? No, I know. That's literally the question. It's like, are you a virgin?
I am.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to be pure, isn't it?
No, I'm not. I wish I was though. I wish I could go back and.
How was pancake day with Lou?
Oh, it was really fun. We didn't get to actually eat pancakes until like mid-afternoon because...
We've got pancakes now.
I know.
You could do that. I wouldn't mind eating some pancakes after the...
Okay. But yeah, we were shooting for uni as well, so... We both ate pancakes but at separate times, so
yeah, mine were all cold and a bit ick, and then I accidentally got one bit stuck in the toaster because I thought they were small enough to fit.
Oh, she put mini ones in the toaster to warm them up and they got stuck.
And I had to get it out, and then I tried to toast the other day and the toaster started to get set on fire from a little bit of pancake that was still in there. I nearly put a metal knife in the toaster too. Guys, just
if I was here, you probably would have blown up the house.
Yeah. Oh, at work I put. You know my lunchbox is a metal tin.
Yeah. Do you put it in the microwave?
Oh. Yeah. Someone went, "Lauren," and I was like, "Oh."
So it just proves that you can be.
I'm quite logical
in your late 20s and not have common sense.
Sometimes I'm just missing it, but I think with the bit of my nose that got shaved off, half of my common sense, a few brain cells went with it. Anywho.
Moving on from that.
What's been your experience of our university so far? Because we met for context, we met at uni, and in like 10 weeks that's it, it's never again.
Do you think it could have been better? Probably. I mean, it's because of the pandemic that it hasn't been that great, because we were on Zoom a lot of the time.
First year was non-existent.
But I went to a different uni before, so I already had the whole freshers thing, so I didn't really need to do it again.
I never experienced freshers, and also I'm 27.
It wasn't worth the money.
No.
I haven't really learnt.
We've just gained
that
debt,
much.
really.
Yeah. So yeah, don't go to uni.
But we met each other.
No, that is true. This is the best thing to come out of it. This. She.
Speaking Nando's or a nice restaurant?
I work at Nando's, so I'm gonna have to say nice restaurant.
Yeah, but it's not quite Apple, is it?
I've just had enough of the Fino pizzas and the peri chips.
I'm a lemon and herb sort of girl.
Oh.
What's your like?
No, you get peri tamer sometimes.
No, never.
You have. I've seen you.
Unless it's the plain one.
It's the like barbecue-y one.
Oh yeah, barbecue.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's got a different name. You could have just said barbecue. That's what I got confused.
Oh, it's called peri tamer. So sorry.
Well, anything.
Nandoka here.
I'm a vanilla gal, and also because if I have anything spicy, I have.
If you do get plain at Nando's, you need your brain checking because that's.
Do you judge it? Do you judge them?
Only if you get plain, because
do you look
like
at them and
lemon.
go, oh.
Because I'm like, oh, do you want plain or lemon and herb? It's like lemon and herb isn't spicy. It's like, do you want some flavour? Because otherwise, it just doesn't taste of anything. But no, I'd never judge someone.
Where would you like your next holiday to be?
I really, really want to go to New Zealand.
New Zealand?
New Zealand, yeah.
Do you like the cold?
Or I love the cold. You know me. New Zealand's not cold.
I just don't know.
Wait,
I just like
well,
no, but as in like in the winter. Right now, it'd be a bit chilly.
Yeah, but that's fine. Or I also really want to go to Finland. I just think it looks nice.
I want to go back to Spain. Just don't want to lose my passport this time. Be ideal, wouldn't it? Right, now, we all know at one point this chat gets spicy.
Oh no.
What's your opinions on sex toys? It's literally a question as well.
My opinions on sex toys.
Yeah, what's your
I think
opinion
they're
on-
great.
What's your favourite one that you have?
Oh, the little
I know which one you mean.
the little suction one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Because if a man can't do it, a toy can. So I think just go for it.
I've got like this little tiny blue bullet that cost me like £40. And
That is
it
the
takes
only-
literally like 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and with a guy it's like
That is the only thing. They are really expensive,
Yeah.
and I think that's very feminist of them.
Yeah, I got rid of everything thinking I needed to have like a cleanse and started a moment of celibacy, and it lasted about half a day.
Did you take it back out of the bin?
No, I just went to the shop and brought the bullet, and then I went to a guy's house with said bullet.
Right. So that lasted a while then.
Yeah. Oh well, everybody makes mistakes.
But no, there should be no shame in sex toys.
Would you use
Because if men are allowed to, you know.
Would you use a sex toy with a partner?
Yeah, I have.
What do they think? Because I've had like 50-50. Some of them get really uncomfortable.
Sometimes they're like, oh, am I not good enough?
Yeah.
Other times they're like, alright.
Yeah.
Can I put it in your ass?
No.
No, you can't.
If I could peg you, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that. Would you find yourself to be a kinky person? Or are you quite
I
vanilla?
don't think I am
Are you
really.
missionary with the lights off?
No. Well, I do like to keep a t-shirt on
Keep it
sometimes. It
British.
depends. Keep it British.
Yeah.
I don't think that I feel like most of the people I've been with have been fairly like vanilla, so I've not really been that
Do you think I'm vanilla?
outlandish. Well, you can be not vanilla when you want to be, for sure.
I have some very naughty moments.
Mm.
My hidden camera roll is enough to recreate Pornhub if it went down. Like, it just...
You have got a lot of money there.
It was when I was told about the hidden bit. So like, I've got close friends. My friends have seen my videos and stuff. Like, I'm body confident. I don't care. But there was a point where I was at work and a friend had seen it at work, and they were like, Lauren, there's a hidden feature that you can have on your camera. And then they taught me about it, and now everything is concealed. But beforehand they were like, it's floated about your camera roll, you can scroll and see.
Because we were at uni one day and you were just like going through a camera roll looking for something.
Oh,
We were
yeah.
like, oh,
That's
that's
you having sex.
you having sex, yeah.
But yeah, here we are.
Loved it.
Well, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
See, I couldn't do that. I'm not body confident enough to film.
Yeah, but it's
Film
for
myself.
me, and it's always on my phone, so
I just don't think I'd want to. I think if I was to watch it and look at myself, I would spiral. I'd be like, ew.
well, some of them are when I was bigger as well, and it's like looking back going, oh yeah, I look like that from that angle.
Yeah,
Now
I guess you
don't.
can see the different.
Yeah, I mean, my recent ones, I was like, that's actually really alright.
Mm.
Well done, me. I look like a little, ooh.
Like a little snack.
Yeah, nom nom.
Who wouldn't?
What do you think of the videos I post? Do you find it weird that I post sussy stuff?
No, not at all. Because I've seen loads of other people do it.
Yeah, and I've seen way worse, and I'm always the one that gets in trouble.
Yeah, thing is, you're not the one, like, people that make the videos, you're just reacting to them. You're not actually making, like, the pickle one obviously is a bit different because you actually were doing that, but you're just reacting to them. It should be the people making them to get in trouble, because...
Yeah. Would you ever make videos yourself?
I do want to, but I'm not good at talking to a camera, or...
This is like practice, isn't
I feel like, yeah, I feel like if I was, I'd just do little, like... I like doing little, like, montages of pictures and being like, oh, this month, or like... If there's like a cute little trend, yeah. If there's like a cute little trend, I'll do it. But
I like it when people do their little trips to like coffee shops in Hackney and stuff like that, and they do all that little
the photo trees,
yeah, or the
maybe
photos.
I'll start doing those, and then it will maybe make me more confident. But I don't think I could just be like, I don't know.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
It wasn't a date; it was a hookup.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
that
story
count?
time. I'll talk about my best
Okay,
hookup
so
if you do.
this actually is that guy that hit me up the other day, the Australian guy. Basically, this was my first. This was off Tinder. It was my first like hookup I'd ever done. So he picked me up at like 11 o'clock at night. Went to his flat. It was like clinical. Like it was so clean. He opened the fridge. He was like, "Do you want a drink?" He had like everything.
Bottled water.
No, but like he had like cans of like Jack Daniels and Coke and like different cocktails, but they were all in. They were all in like neat. Everything was in neat lines and like everything was immaculate.
Did he have OCD?
I don't know. I thought he was gonna kill me because I was like, There is
get a shag at it.
Yeah, he's gonna get the fucking tarpaulin out. Oh, can I swear?
Yeah.
He's gonna get the tarpaulin out in a minute.
Dildos, of course you can swear.
I don't know, it's YouTube. And I was like, oh, let's watch a film. And he was like, what kind of film do you want to watch? And I was like, oh, let's watch like a horror or a scary film. He put on...
Get myself in the mood.
Because I like scary films. I thought if I'm going to be killed, I might as well, you know.
Get my heart racing now.
Yeah. So we put on Final Destination. And I was like, this isn't what I meant. But he went onto Amazon and the only thing that he had saved on his watch list was Despicable Me. Which I probably should have ran at that point. So then we like watched the film and then we like went... His bedroom was like on like a big balcony, so his whole apartment was very open and we were like on his bed and this scared me so much. He went, Alexa, close the blinds, and it's just
I bet you were like
all of the blinds closed and then I had possibly the worst sex of my life. And he has been, this was like over a year ago and he's messaged me a few times being like, when's round 2? And I've just been like, haha, I'm so busy.
I'll tell you about mine. I think you know mine already. It was this, I went on a Thursday event and this was my first Thursday one night stand. And this man was like 6'7". He was like the most gigantic man ever. And he was like the hottest guy there. And I mean, I should have known by the chinos and stuff and the kind of like outfit he was wearing that it wasn't good. But we were in central London, so I thought, you know, he's a finance boy. Maybe he's just finished work. And I ended up being brave and going, look, I'm gonna, let's do this, let's go back to yours. I mean, he asked me and I was like, yeah, let's do that. And I told him I'm not on anything, so we went to this corner shop to get condoms. And then
together.
Yeah. And then he was like, what would you like? And got me like a little J2O as well. I was like, oh, what a treat. I got 2 things out of this. Ooh. And then...
Disappointment and a J2O.
And then, oh, because you know the story. But we get back to his and we sit on his balcony. There's a running theme here. He didn't have a clinical place though, so it's definitely not the same guy. And then like we're just chatting and stuff, and then we kind of get to it, and it wasn't awful, but it was like he was a really weird shape. And so it just felt like I was being impaled the whole time.
That is never good.
It was like curved but the wrong way, like away from him. Like it was like, like it was just like, yeah, it wasn't great. And then the next day, I was like, I need to leave. I need to go home. I'm not feeling this at all. And I think I told him throughout the night that like, I like when they know that they're having fun and stuff, like I like to know that they're enjoying it. And the next day he was like, oh, do you want to go for round 2? And I was like, I'm not really feeling it, but I was like thinking, shit, how do I get myself out of this? So I was like, oh, I'd love to watch you and watch you get off on yourself.
No,
and
I've just remembered what this is.
and then I just remembered. And so he gets up. Bear in mind, he's like Mr. Daddy Longlegs, he's all limbs. And he's like, I'm gonna have to back up a bit, please move out the way. And so he's at the end of the bed. I've like got the blanket and I'm like here going, oh, I can't wait for everything to be over. And he like spreads his legs and he starts having a, you know, a do-do-do-do. And then he like reaches around and sticks his finger in his... And I was like, oh! And he was...
You're like, that's not what I meant.
I didn't go like, oh no, I was not reacting. I was not like, I was keeping so straight faced. And he was like leaning forward, like nudging. And I was like, oh, what's happening? And he went, oh, it's just the nerves. Like, because he was enjoying it. And then he finished and he tried to get it on me. And I like swiftly moved out of the way. And he was like, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, sorry, I jumped. I didn't want to. And then he got back into bed and he was like, oh, let's have a nap. And I got out of bed and then he was like, oh, you text me. And I said, well, I didn't give you my number. And I legged it and I left and I did not speak to him again. And I know he follows me on Instagram, so he will see this at one point.
That is horrifying.
Yeah.
I remember when you told me about it the first time and you like did the impression of it, the way you were hunched over. I just can imagine it.
And the thing is that I was remembering little bits as time went on, and so like I remember I told you half of it, and then a week later I went, oh,
I've just remembered more.
Yeah. So that was the worst hookup I've ever had.
If anyone's into that,
what was the best one you've ever had?
let us know.
What's the best one? I know who my best one is. I think you know who my best one is.
Yeah. Mine probably is the most recent person I was seeing, because I feel with the age came the experience.
Yeah, because mine was 30.
He was 27.
He's not died, but mine's 30.
They are dead to us though.
I know, well, I'm kind of... I shouldn't, but it's just
he
like...
can rise from the dead, it's okay, momentarily.
Yeah, he's very beautiful.
I wouldn't blame you.
No. Ah! Oh, here's a snack. He also might see this. Big up.
Sorry for being so mean in the past.
Yeah.
You deserved it. But I've grown as a person.
Yeah. I mean, no.
And I was justified in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just a really good shag, so she's kind of being a teammate here and letting me have it.
Not even that funny. Stop the hitting.
Stop! Okay. Biggest turn off in a guy's room. Right, I'm going to talk about the turn-ons real quick, because we've had this conversation with many people. If they have plants that are alive, I'm just going to stop it there. If they have plants that are alive,
you know, they've just gone to IKEA and gone, oh, that's really aesthetic, I'll put that in my room. Get a real plant.
Real plants.
Get a real plant.
And clean. We've mentioned this, clean.
You don't want to see your dirty pants on, or an overflowing laundry basket.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be our last one anyway, because we need to end it, because otherwise you guys have been watching for hours. But yeah, we don't want a messy room. We like plants, clean clothes. If they have like towels from the White Company or Aesop like body stuff, that's nice too.
Also the toilet. Like if the toilet is all like yellow and skid marks.
If they have one of those little things that makes all the toilet all bubbly and smell nice, and they did that before they went out to prep, that's kind of like a step as well.
What do you think if a guy has like makeup remover in his cupboard, or like a lady's deodorant? Do you think...
Well, the last guy had wet wipes, but he said it was for 2 reasons, so I was like, fair.
Well, so did the last guy for me, but he's like a theatre student, so I just... Because there was makeup things in the bin.
You know our favourite one? Jay, the nice Jay, South African Jay. He has a cupboard with like tons of snacks, and he has a cupboard with like spare toothbrushes, makeup remover and stuff, because he's like, fair enough.
He's a serial dater, humper.
Yeah. And I was like, I brought my own toothbrush, I've done this before, and he was like you.
Not me when I went to Morrison's and bought a toothbrush. I was like, just in case I want to have my toothbrush.
Yeah. Oh. How have you found this, being in hashtag not my room?
No, it's been fun.
Yeah. Do this again.
At first I was like, ugh.
At first you were like,
now I'm like, it's fine.
Harry.
Yeah, I was like, hi. People are going to watch this and be like, she's really awkward.
But she's not vanilla and she's quite fun, and we're both single and lonely, and she's bi, so she's not fussy, but I'm strictly dickly. So
I feel like we need to be in our, we need to start double dating. I think it would be fun. Because I want to go on a double date and then both go to the toilet at the same time.
And debrief.
Yeah, or arrange dates on the same evening at the same place, go to the toilet, and then when we come out, go to each other's table and just sit down, that's if nothing happened.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, so where were we?
Yeah, you have to brief me on what his name is.
Like tell each other everything and then just go and sit at each other's tables and be
I
like,
would do that. I'd do that.
I think it'd be funny.
Or I would come up to you, you're having a drink at a bar, I'd go up to the guy, because I'd know his name already sneakily, and I'd be like, John, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, cause a massive scene,
yeah.
and then we start pulling it
and
up.
I'd be like,
you like yank me off the chair.
Yeah, I'd just be like, look, can I just have a chat? Why are you with my man?
That's my husband.
Yeah. Anyway, like, comment and subscribe, we'll see you later. Bye.